Right, evening folks, welcome back to Yorkshire Outdoors and Survival. So tonight then, back out in the woodland, it's 22 degrees Celsius, overnight it's 14 degrees Celsius, perfect for a tarp and hammock solo woodland camp. Let's get it all set up and let's get on with this night. Loads of scoff, loads of food, I'll show you what I've got in a minute, let's go. Right folks, here we are then, so we're on a DD 3x3 tarp, the green one, with a DD hammock on a lean-to with a porch. Now, just before we get into tonight's camp, now let me just explain something to you about the hammock. I've done some upgrades on the hammock because somebody was reminding me about the straps on the hammock somewhere back in October, that the straps in the DD hammock actually damaged trees. So what I did, I took the old straps out and I put some daisy chain straps all the way through. That's one end. So I made it thinner one end and slightly wider at the other end because that's where I'm going to have my head this end. So I said daisy chain straps, both ends. Took the old straps out because, yeah, they do damage the trees. Daisy chain straps on the hammock. So there we are. That's tonight's camp. Let's see what scoff we got, because I've got plenty. It's going to be a good night because it's bloody hot. So for dinner tonight then, I've just been up my local butcher's and we have a pound of chicken and pork stir fry, sweet and sour stir fry. $7.99 a pound for that one. I'm going to love that. I'm going to have that in just a bit. And then in the AM, in the morning, we got sausage, bacon and eggs. Perfect. Let's get the bed set up. I am ready for this. So next up then, so we just put this sleeping bag on. So a 3-season sleeping bag. Underneath that, we got the old silver foil blanket thing. Now I could, if I wanted to, I could use the under blanket, the under quilt. I don't have a pillow, so because I don't have a pillow, I'm going to use the under blanket as the pillow. So I've got a ground sheet down so I can put my boots in it so I can stand on it in the morning so I'm not walking on soil. Let's go and set the rest up and let's get some scoff on. I am goddamn starving. Right, so I've got the Euro hike chair out tonight as well. I'm just going to quickly have a brew just before I have my scoff and just chillax for a bit because it's still 22 degrees, I think, or 21 degrees. So it's a nice carry back in, and I've got 4 pints of milk with ice blocks to keep it cool all night because obviously it's still quite warm, as I said. So that should be enough just for the night. Right, folks, there we are then. Well dug in, well set in for the night. So I've got my brew, first one I like. I've got myself a little cupcake thing. There's a chocolate chip cupcake, just for a bit of energy, just before we sort of get into dinner. What are you going to say? You should have your dinner first and have that after that. It doesn't matter. It's not going to spoil my food. So that's it. Now I'm here. I'm chilled. Camp is up. Everything looks good. There are quite a few people passing through. It's about 8:30. We've still got about another half an hour or so of light. 15-20 minutes of light. I'm going to have this first, and then just as it's going dark, I'll get my scoff on, I think. And we'll have that, and then we'll settle down for the night. I'm hoping for an uneventful evening. Perfect. Just what I need after lugging that big bloody 100-litre Bergen, literally full to the brim of gear down here from mine. Right, I'll come back in a minute. And there we go, guys. The sunset just behind the forest there, just on the top hill above is where I live, and the sun's just setting behind there. What a perfect evening. Absolutely beautiful evening. Right, folks, it's time to get cooking then. I just haven't got enough gas in this canister to do it. If not, I have a backup one, so I'm not too worried. I just didn't want to put a fire on to cook tonight because it's just too bloody damn hot. So let the oil heat up for 5 minutes as usual, and then we're going to put that sweet and sour chicken and pork in there, and we are going to cook. Right, so oil is just heating up nicely. I've got the pan leant against the camera tripod just to help it balance. Look at this red meat is about to go in. As I said, sweet and sour chicken and pork for dinner tonight. Oh yeah. So this will take 20 minutes on a medium heat. Oh god, that looks lovely already. It's not even cooked yet. That smells so gorgeous. Right, let's just spread that out a bit. I mean, it's not as red as you're seeing it, obviously, because the light from the camera makes it look that red in the night light, but it's cool. So yeah, so 20 minutes on medium heat. We'll come back when it's ready. Definitely. Right guys, so this grub is looking pretty thick. About another 10 minutes and should be good to eat. That's the sweet and sour pork and chicken and pork. £7.99 a pound from my local butcher. Fresh. He'll just make it fresh. He's asking for it and he'll make it fresh right there and right in front of you. He also does the chicken tikka masala that I had before. He has a Cantonese flavour, and there's another one which I can never remember what it's called, but he's got 4 flavours there. But this is the second of the 4. It's one of the best ones. The chicken tikka masala is also great. I've had that a few times here. And this is the second best one. I've never had this one here. It's the first time. So let's wait another 10 minutes and this will be good to serve. Right, so it's the first time I've had this one in the forest. That's good. Sweet and sour chicken and pork. Not bad. It's a little bit too sweet for me, but I like it. And I need it because I've not eaten all day. So I'm going to sit back here then, enjoy this, not in front of you guys. And tell you a bit more about it later. Let's go. Okay, so that grub, top notch, always fresh. Local meat, sourced from round the Yorkshire Dales, perfect. Now I'm just going to chill here in my chair for about 10 minutes or so. And then we're going to wash out the plate and the pan, ready for the morning, for tomorrow morning's breakfast. Oh yeah, right, that's it. Hammock time. So I forgot to say earlier that I brought the Ridge Rest roll mat with me, the Thermarest, so that's gone underneath. The idea is that I don't have to use the under blanket. I can use that as my pillow. I have one. I mean, I have one at home. I just never bring it. So we'll use that for tonight. And yeah, we're all good. So that's dinner, and we'll chill for a bit, and just watch the night draw in. Very nice night. It's just dropped down to 18 degrees. Perfect. And there was some geezer in here a little while ago whilst I was cooking dinner, smoking a reefer, but I didn't say anything. There's no point. None of my business. So yeah, I'm going to chill here now for a couple of hours, and then we'll get another brew on. I've got a couple of lights up. I've got one light up on the top of the tarp here, and I've got another light down below. I've got the milk hanging off the tree on the little branch here with the ice packs in, so that should be all right overnight. I've washed up the pan, washed up the plate, put that away in the carry bag, got that off the floor for the night, so no bugs get in it. Keeping it simple. Because there's no moisture in the air right now, there won't be any bugs getting into things, but early in the morning there will be. In sort of AM time, between sort of 4 to 6, 7 AM. So if I can get up early enough, we'll get the breakfast on. And then we'll mose on out of here afterwards. So if I can get up for 5, get breakfast on for about 6, then we get out of here by about 7:30-ish, something like that. Get home for about 8 o'clock. And then get ready for another camp, because there will be another one coming up. If not this week, then probably definitely the weekend. And if not the weekend, definitely early next week. But for now, let's chill. Right then, folks, so just as the night is drawing in then, to a nice close there, off to my left, we have a second cup of tea. Perfect evening. All the locals have passed through, everyone's buggered off, plenty of birdsong. It's a lovely night. I'm glad that I'm doing this proper tonight. No bunking off, no skiving off, no going home, no bugging out, not a damn thing. Just stay and enjoy the night. I probably had that scoff too early, actually. I probably could have had that later on, but have it now, get it out of the way. It's done then, isn't it? And I can sleep in a bit. And as I said, get up early in the morning, get an early morning start on the food, and then pack up and then go home. So there's my cup. So cheers to you folks. Let's hope that this video goes viral or Gets a lot of views this time. And no negative comments, please. Thank you. It's just me sat here chilling in the night. Okay, so down on the floor there in front of you then, I brought some kindling and a couple of those fire logs, the ones that burn for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. If I wanted to later, I probably won't be able to want to, just for the ambience. I could have a small fire on later. In the AM between 4 and 7, it might get a little chilly, but other than that, as I said, if I want it, I can have a fire. If I don't, then I won't. As I said, I've got 2 logs, one there, bag of dried, kiln dried kindling. That's more than enough for a small fire. And if I needed it, again, I could just grab the wood out of the forest. I'm not particularly fussed at the minute. It's quite warm. I probably won't have one just yet. I'll give it a couple of hours. It's only like 21:30, so 9:30. So we'll see what it's like at about 11, 12 o'clock. Right, folks, so there we are then, 11 p.m. And the evening has passed without any incident. It's been a very quiet evening. So I think that calls for a small fire here. So it's just dropped down to about 17 degrees right now. That's perfect. It's not cold. It's just right. So as I said, small fire, just for the ambience of the camp. And we'll put the camera around and see what it looks like from the other side. So as I said, not a very big fire, just enough, just a little bit of light. So I don't really want to give my location away, but it's not a stealth camp either. But there we go. That just looks perfect. And if I need to, if I run out of kindling, I've always got the wood just behind me here, behind the trees and stuff. I could use all my wood. I've been sourcing it for weeks. It's all been stood up against the trees, so I could just layer it around the bottom of the fire like in a star shape and just push it in if I needed it. I'm not tired. I'm not sleeping yet. But I'll give it a couple more hours and see if anything happens later on tonight. But I don't expect so. It's very, very quiet. It's been very quiet all evening. So let's go back and let's enjoy the ambience of this fire from my hammock. And I chill. I'll come back later if anything should happen. But I don't think so. It's a really quiet night. Right, so I've just put a couple of bits of wood on here, on that fire from the forest. As I said, I've been standing them up against the tree. They've been stood up against the tree for weeks. It's just out there dry for when I come in here to use it. Boom, just like that. I haven't got to mess about looking for dry wood. It's already prepared. That's what I've been doing. There's several pieces stood up against the trees around here. So we've got, hang on, I'll get a torch on that from it. About 3 or 4 pieces over there. Just there. There's another piece to the tree there, which I use. There's a couple more pieces behind my tree. So that'll last for a good half an hour. I'm not too worried. As I said, it's not cold. Don't really need it, but just the ambience for tonight, we'll use that. I'm happy as Larry. I might even grab another cup of tea in a bit. It's been a bloody good night. So, in a minute, I'm just going to chill in a hammock and I'll come back later. I hope. Okay, so just whilst I'm relaxing and chilling here in front of this fire, I better give a quick shout out to Foxy Lady the Witch, Mrs. Because if I don't, she'll probably put a spell on me. Anyway, lovely bloody evening. Perfect camp. Perfect weather. As I said, I've been waiting for this for a while. Now that the spring/summer is here, forest is in almost full bloom. Tree outside my house, the tree, big tree outside my house, which has been here forever, that's in full bloom. Now it's time to come out and play. So it's now 16 degrees. I don't mind. The fire is just lovely. Put a few logs on it, little bushcraft fire. And yeah, just going to sit here now and just enjoy the rest of the evening. All right, guys, so it's getting up to about midnight. I think it's about 1:45. So just sitting a little way from the fire, just by the camp. Got my brew, 3rd brew for the night. That'll be the last one. Perfect night. So far, again, no problems tonight. Very peaceful right now. Hasn't been this peaceful over here for a long time. I've got a new moon just above me, a few stars. Absolutely brilliant night. And the fire's just doing its thing there, so I did quite a few logs on top of that from around the forest. Lovely, absolutely perfect. So it's just dying down. As I said earlier, I don't really need the fire, it's not even cold, but it's just for the feel of the camp, isn't it? Just makes me feel a bit more homely. And there's a specific word for it, isn't it? It makes you feel more, I think you guys know the word, I can't remember it. But yeah, there you go. Morale for the morale of the camp. That's it. Right, so I'm going to sit here then for a little bit longer, enjoy the rest of this brew, and I'm going to try and hit the sack. So wish me luck.
Right, morning sheeple. 05:30 then. So I made it through the night at this hammock camp. I didn't die. It's a little colder than I thought it was going to be. Dropped to 10 degrees rather than 12, but it doesn't matter. I had a long log fire on for half the night. Kept me really warm. I was very impressed with that. So I suppose we better get up, get some breakfast on, and then get out of here. Let's go. Breakfast time.
Right guys, some early morning shots then. A bit of a low mist over the back of the forest there. Going all the way up to the top. And just panning around. Yes, I've got a small fire back on because it is a little cold here. And there's just a little bit of morning mist in the forest on my side. Perfect. Absolutely awesome night. Awesome night, and we made it. So let's get some breakfast on. So I've got sausages on there. Sorry, I didn't speak for a few seconds there. I was just letting it watch. So yeah, got sausages on. So we've got these Richmond thick pork sausages. I like these actually. So have a couple of those, and then some bacon with some eggs. We're good to go. So let's get these, because these take about 15 minutes. We'll come back when they're ready. Just added in a nice couple of rashers of unsmoked backed bacon. So that's some of that. The sausage will be ready in just a few minutes. And then just some eggs, and then we are good to go. First thing in the morning. Into that. So that'll be perfect. Yeah, first egg gone in. So I'll put it all in together so it's quicker cooking it that way. Fresh bacon and egg for breakfast. Perfect. Right, there we go folks. Breakfast is served. I've got some ketchup somewhere. Let's go and enjoy this. And then once we've done that, we'll start packing up and we can go home. There you go. So Thursday morning scoff then. So sausage, egg and bacon. Perfect. What a great night. What a great morning. And I didn't die. Shame. I had the log fire going half the night, as I said earlier, till about 3 o'clock in the morning, because it was a little bit cold. And when I woke up, it was bloody freezing. So I put the fire back on again. Well, this is going down a treat. I'm going to finish this off. Break camp down. Then we're out of here. Right, and there we go. So it's just come up to 6 AM here. Just have one more cup of tea, one more brew, and then we'll start packing the camp down. Not in no rush. As long as I'm back by about 7:30, so I can feed the cats, everything will be fine. So yeah, so the night went without incident. I think I heard a fox scream about 1:30, 1:30 over to my left, a few hundred yards away. A couple of owls were flying around during the night doing their thing, and other than that, nothing. No motorbikes, no screaming kids, no barking dogs. First peaceful night I've had in there in ages. Although I didn't sleep well in the hammock, I don't generally sleep in the hammock. I just normally rest in it. I may have got 20 minutes, half hour here and there, but hammock's not for me. They're right for chilling on, but I can't sleep in a hammock. Not for reals, man. So next camp, ground dwelling, I think. Give that another try. Give ground dwelling another try. But there we go. Still a little bit cold. Just it's always cold in here. Once I get out on the main street, it'll be fine. The mist from around the edge of the forest is just clearing, so by 7 o'clock, half the mist will all be gone. Sun's coming up. We got 26 degrees Celsius coming in today. Too hot for me. So another day of being stuck indoors. Right, anyway, let's finish off this tea. Less of my waffling. Right then, folks. So the sun's just coming through the trees there. So there you go. It's my first, my first official overnighter in the bag. Done and done. So camp's all broke down. Kit's all squared away. Back in the long back Bergen. Rubbish bag, food bag, chair. Just going to put some water on that fire just to make sure it's out properly. And there we go. So if you made it this far with all my waffling through the night and the morning, thanks very much for watching. Remember to leave no trace. Take care. Stay safe. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the sunlight. I'm out of here.